Okay.
Or back. And I still have at least 8 gigabytes left of more recording. So let us continue on. We are still silver ranked. We have 2 grand. Let's go see how everyone's. What? What happened? What are they chatting about? Yeah, I'm kind of shocked. I always thought it was only electric. But could it be true? I'm having a hard time believing it. Oh my Christ, why is the dialogue being so vague? Hi, what's happening? Well, you know the Ninetales legend, that old story? Ninetales legend? Hold on. What? What old story? The Ninetales legend, yeah, okay. What's that? What? You don't know? No, Aubrey, holy shit. Stop being so vague. I'm gonna frickin' take that disc off your head and throw it like a frisbee into the damn bed. Have one of the Pelipers go get it. You know, it's that old fairy tale. What? Oh my god. How you'll get cursed if you ever grab one of Ninetales' tails. Oh, I just realized Ninetales is spelled 9, and then it's tail like tall tale. I didn't... I guess I never noticed that. How you'll get cursed if you ever grab one of Ninetales' tail. Is that a thing? Do other Pokemon pull on Ninetales' tails? That's so mean. All this time, everyone thought it was just a legend. But lately, it's been rumored that maybe it really happened. Well, it is still a mere rumor. I wouldn't put too much stock into that story if I were you. Personally, I don't believe rumors of that sort. If you want to know more about the Ninetales legend, you should go see a Pokemon named Whiscash. He knows the story well. Whiscash is, in his pond. Yeah, okay. You should visit him if you want to know more. Okay, well, we'll do that later. A Ninetales, if you pull one of, okay. Let me see if I could get this right without butchering what I'm trying to say. Ninetales is tails. Ninetales has 9 tails. Oh my Christ. How am I? Okay. Wow, it's a freaking train wreck in my mind right now. I'm trying to figure out how to word this correctly. If you pull... Okay. If you pull... If you pull on a Ninetales' tail, apparently something bad happens. So like right now, if I were to turn around on Pikachu and yank her tail, she'd probably be like, "Ow, Machop," like WTF. But okay, but see, Pikachu's got 1 tail. Ninetales has 9 tails. So it's like, do you have to pull them all at once, or do you only have to pull one of them? I have no idea. Let's see what's going on here. Oh my god, these freaking C missions. Man, you know, I wonder if a B mission in Great Canyon is like. How much are B missions, you think? I don't really see anything here. I see a nice 20 points. Do I want to grind? I think the last time I grinded for like a day and a half, and I don't want to do that again. But yeah, so... Okay, you have Ninetales in front. How would you pull one of its tails anyway? Doesn't Ninetales have its... Ninetales has its tails, like, curled. And they come back down. Like, they go up and they curl and they come back down. That's impressive. Maybe you gotta yank on one of the loops. Do you have to pull all 9 of them, or do you have to pull 1 of them? Something bad happens. Wow, if you just pull one of her tails, something bad happens. Apparently, from this legend that I'm being told about. Do you have any more friend areas? Does not look like it. I could buy the jungle for a measly 800. But yeah, I don't, that's weird. Before I go visit Whiskash, I want to figure this out. Ninetales is sitting in front of you. If you pull on one of her tails, something bad happens to you. Now the question is, do you have to pull on just one, or do you have to pull on like 3, or all 9? How many do you have to pull before, like, whatever this is? Let's say the curse is real. How many tails do you have to pull on a Ninetales in order for the curse to kick in? If it's just one, that's pretty screwed up. And even so, who or what has to pull the tail? Like, I'm Machop right now. I am a Machop. As a Machop, if I were to walk up to the back of a Ninetales and pull a tail, does that count? Or does it have to be, like, a human being that pulls the tail? I wouldn't think it mattered. I feel like if you're a Pokemon and a human, and you both pull on Ninetales' tails at the same time, I feel like the curse, if it's real, would be enabled on both of you. I don't think it'd matter on what pulled them. Oh no, but see, that can get kind of confusing. What if you're walking your Ninetales through a forest, and it's windy, and the wind blows a tree branch, and it happens to catch one of Ninetales' tails? Like, does the tree just automatically freaking self-destruct? Like, what happens? I feel like this could be taken such a weird way. It was fun. Alright, Whiskash, what do we got? Ho ho ho, you wish to help? Or, ha ha ha, you wish to hear me tell an old folklore? What was that? You wish to hear about the Ninetales legend? Oh, fine. Let me recount the tale. There was once lived a Pokemon by the name of Ninetales. Now, Ninetales had many tails, all of them imbued with a psychic... Ooh, the plot thickens. It's a special Ninetales. It's probably a shiny on the other side of Mount Coronet. Or not, or whatever. It was said that anyone so foolish as to touch a tail would be cursed for 1,000 years? All you have to do is touch the tail? Oh my god. What if you're, like, walking down the street with a Ninetales and, like, somebody bumps into you and you just happen to, like... You use your right hand on a reflex to try and hold on to something, and you touch one of Ninetales' tails. That's so cruel. Okay, but there was someone so foolish as to grab a tail, and it was a human. A human? Oh. I wouldn't be that. No, wait, no, wait a minute. No, it said cursed for 1,000 years. I didn't say cursed into changing into something else. Yes, a human. As one might expect, the human that grabbed the tail was subjected to a 1,000-year-old curse. Okay. However, just when the curse was cast, a Pokemon named Gardevoir shielded the human. God, I couldn't phrase that correctly. And sacrificed herself to observe the curse. Oh, wait a second. So Gardevoir, so the human grabbed the Ninetales' tail, enraged that Ninetales, was getting ready to be and wait a minute, no, Whiskash, hold on a second. If you touch the tail, you automatically get the curse. You're telling me that there's a wind up to get the curse going? Is this like the actual move curse where you deflate half your HP and in 3 moves the other Pokemon faints? Is it like that? Because you're being... Oh my god. Okay, so apparently the curse has a wind up. You pull on the tail, or touch the tail, whatever the hell, and Ninetales has to enter this psychic, or the tails themselves have to enter a psychic bind to wind up a curse from the Ninetales herself onto you, and a Pokemon by the name of Gardevoir took the curse instead. Did she jump in the way? Did she push the human out of the way? Why was Gardevoir even there to begin with? Was the Gardevoir the humans? I have a Gardevoir. I have a Gardevoir in my Omega Ruby. She's actually my top tier Pokemon. She is my number one. And more than just Pokemon, but that's a different story. Why would that Pokemon Gardevoir take the human's place? Oh, so Gardevoir... Okay, so the human wasn't cursed at all. The human is fine. The Gardevoir took the curse. So Gardevoir... That human was her... Oh, okay, see, that's what I was thinking. Like, the human was her partner. Oh, but see, Gardevoirs are so dang loyal, especially the females. The female Gardevoirs are so loyal to their human trainers. It's kind of like... It's kind of weird with the genders, too, because a male Gardevoir, or I guess a Gallade, would be super loyal to a female trainer versus a human trainer, where a female Gardevoir would be more loyal to a male trainer than she would be to, like, a female trainer. So, the whole Pokemon and genetics and hormones, it gets kind of confusing through there, but oh well. Gardevoirs are very super loyal, especially if you treat them right. If you treat a Gardevoir like she's like, you know, your family or something, like if you treat Gardevoir like your mom, she is going to, without a doubt, put anything on the line to keep you alive and or to save you from something. The human was a partner. There exist strong bonds between humans and Pokemon. Okay? The humans, aren't there good humans and bad humans too? Yes, Pikachu. Very astute. Correct. Taking pity on Gardevoir, Ninetales asked the human this. Do you wish to save Gardevoir, it asked. But the human had already abandoned Gardevoir. Oh, no. The human had already abandoned Gardevoir and fled. Was this out of fear? Was this out of spite? What kind of bond did the Gardevoir have with the human? Even if the human didn't treat her that well, she still would have jumped in front of the bullet. Gosh, I don't know. This storyline, what the hell's happened? Like, it was looking so good for us. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna find out, you know, how I'm a Pokemon. And then it's like, Zatu's like, oh, the natural disasters and the human are turning into the Pokemon related. And then Whiscash is telling us about this poor story. Like, he's telling us this freaking folklore that has absolutely no connection to me. Because the human's gone. Gardevoir took the curse. So where's this going? Ninetales became disillusioned with the human. And he made this prediction. That human will one day be reborn as a Pokemon. Human one day will be reborn as a Pokemon. The Ninetales made that prediction. How? But Ninetales is a fire type. It's not at all a psychic. Well, I don't know. I stopped following after Sinnoh. They could have buffed Ninetales and made her a psychic and a fire. Because Ninetales has just been a fire for the entire time, but they could have made Ninetales. They could have buffed Ninetales and given her a psychic ability. Ooh, I don't know. Ninetales is one of those more mysterious Pokemon. There's like a lot of lore behind Ninetales in the like the Bulbapedia fan base and community is concerned. So Ninetales, a tail was pulled. Let me just recap. A tail was pulled. Gardevoir, or the tail was pulled by a human. As to why, who frickin' knows? We'll say that the human was a jackass. Gardevoir was the human's partner, and she took the bullet, was cursed, has the 1,000-year-old curse. The human fled and ran away. Ninetales made the prediction that the human will become a well then how does the Pokemon, how does the human be turning into the Pokemon come in? Like, what happens there? Because if the curse is already on Gardevoir, then the human doesn't have the curse anyway, right? What? A human turned into a Pokemon? And when the human becomes a Pokemon, the world's balance will be... Oh, okay, this is starting to get really shifty. But Whiscash is the oldest guy in the village. He would know all this. How would he know all this? Hello? How would he know all of this? Did Alakazam, Zatu? I'm sure he talks to Zatu. Alakazam doesn't seem like he's all that old. Like, I don't know if he's been here all that long, but Xatu looks like he's been here a good while. And so is Whiscash. I don't like where this is going. And that is how the legend ends. Well, did you find it injured? Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on a goddamn second. You just said that the human turns into the Pokemon and the world's balance will be upset. How did it go as innocent and joking and like pranky as to pulling a Ninetales' tail, Gardevoir taking the 1,000-year-old curse, and then all of a sudden the human turns into a Pokemon and then the freaking balance of the world just goes to shit? That's like freaking Ron Burgundy. Well, that escalated quickly. Like, what the hell? I don't know what to make of this. I'm taking a drink of my tea. Man. Okay. I'm just trying to think. We're not that human, right? There's no way we're that human. But I think on the second or third night we were dreaming and we saw a Gardevoir. But that doesn't necessarily mean that we were the human with her. We were the human that pulled the tail of the Ninetales. That doesn't make us the human. Right? Because no, we're not the human. I've freaking myth busted right now. I guarantee. Watch here. Listen to what I'm about to say. We're not the human turned into the Pokemon, and here's why. When Pikachu found us, and like got us to snap together, Butterfree, that's when she came in and said that Caterpie had gone missing and got stuck in a fissure. The natural disasters were already happening when we turned into the Pokemon. So that means there's another Pokemon running around that used to be the human, and that's actually the other human, the real human, that pulled on the Ninetales and threw Gardevoir under the bus. The natural disasters and the balance was already upset when we became a Pokemon, so it's not us. But you know what? Oh no. But if Whiscash is telling the story, and if Gengar tells... Gengar heard everything on... Gengar's gonna spread... He's gonna spread some shit around and... Oh my god. Gengar's essentially gonna blackmail me and get the mob of the town against me. Maybe he's not. Maybe I'm thinking way too extreme. Maybe... Because he already has the knowledge from what Xatu said. So he has the power to... Oh, but you know what? He'd get the mob... Oh, would Gengar be somebody to tell everybody about what we said and all that stuff? Does Gengar know about this? Oh my god. This game... If Gengar knows this legend... No, he wouldn't. I mean, he's pretty shifty and mean, but he wouldn't turn an entire city against me, right? And what about Pikachu? What's she gonna do? Is she gonna go against me too? God, I'd freaking... My heart would break if Pikachu went against me. I don't think she would. I think we've bonded too well together. I don't know. Gengar's either gonna take the knowledge to his team, like I said earlier, he's gonna take the knowledge to this team and they're gonna jump me and Pikachu at night or in the morning. Or he's gonna go into town and he's gonna start freaking spreading lies left and right. I'm not the human. I'm not the bad human. I already just debunked it. I'm not the human turned Pokemon. When I turned into a Pokemon, the disasters were already in motion, and the world's balance was already upset. So it's not us. But who's the other Pokemon? the Pokemon has had to have been here a while. Because the natural disasters, from what he's sound. Okay, so the story goes, when the human becomes a Pokemon, the world's balance will be upset. But how long would that take? And Pikachu's saying, there's been a lot of recent natural disasters lately. Are you okay, Machop? What? You're really a human? I'm thinking back to that. And so the human... Ooh, this is interesting. The human that pulled on Ninetales, that turned into a Pokemon, might have already been here for at least, we're going to say, a month before I showed up. Humans turning into Pokemon, is this an occurrence? How common is this occurrence? Because I thought I was the only one. But if we got another one of these guys running around and he's a jackass, I'm curious as to who it is. Aha! You found it so interesting you're at a loss for words. Ho ho ho. There's no need to wear such a serious expression. Certainly some members say that the legend may actually be true. But it is only ancient folklore, nothing more. If you feel the urge to hear my tale again, come see me. Ho ho ho. I may actually listen to his tale off screen just so I can comprehend. Let me quickly recap. Let's recap the situation right now. Human pulled on Ninetales. That's a bad move. Ninetales winding up a curse. Gardevoir takes the Ninetales curse. She gets cursed for 1,000 years. The human flees. The human becomes a Pokemon. The world's balance is upset. I become a Pokemon in this already natural disaster frequent happening timeline. Who's the other Pokemon? Who would be the other Pokemon? Have we even met the Pokemon? I don't know. Everybody that we've met so far has been pretty natural. Except for... if I had to single out somebody... if I had to single out a single Pokemon that I think might be human... We may have not met the Pokemon yet. What if it's one of the main characters? Pikachu, you wouldn't be a bad guy, right? No, Pikachu's way too innocent. Pikachu already knew what was going on when he found us in the forest. So, it's not Pikachu. Shiftry was a dick, but I don't think he's the other human. And he got his ass kicked by Zapdos, so... would it be Skarmory? No, Skarmory was pissed that the disasters had awakened him from his slumber, so it wasn't him. It's not him. Wow. I don't know. It wouldn't be any of the Alakazam team, right? No, Alakazam, he looks like he's been here a while. Charizard hasn't done anything. Tyranitar's not done anything. I don't even know who to trust anymore. What about the jerks? What about the... well, Ekans didn't really... Ekans is really gullible, and he's like real big talk. I don't think it's him. Although, he does kind of give the impression of the left-hand man to Gengar approach. Medichamp's just a jackass. I don't think she's got anything to do with this. And then there's Gengar. Now, Gengar's been the only other character really keeping tabs on what the hell I'm doing. But But Gengar is going in this with blind knowledge. So, I don't really know how to... If I had to pick somebody right now, I would pick Ekans. Just because Ekans has the really... He's really sucking up to Gengar and everything, and he's like, you know, he's always like agreeing with him, and he's basically being like a little teacher's pet. Gengar, I don't think it's Gengar. As much as Gengar is being a dick, I do not believe it's him. And I don't think it's... I'd put my bet on Ekans, just because he's kind of giving me that... He's kind of giving me that impression like he's hiding under the skin, and he's a snake. So what other better way to come back as a Pokemon, to throw your loyal Pokemon under the bus against a curse than to come back as a snake, right? So I bet you it's Ekans, but I haven't seen much of Ekans. But Medicham's too stupid. I don't think it's her. Gengar is a dick, but... And he's been following us around, but see, here's the thing. Gengar's also been trying to outplay us. So, he's just a big talk person. He's just a big talk guy. He's just trying to one-up me. And then he followed me up to the Great Canyon, and then he was shocked too when he heard the possible tale from Xatu. So, and he was the only one that followed us. Medicham and Ekans did not. So I don't think it's Gengar. I'd put my bet that it's I'd put the bet on that it's Ekans. For sure it's Ekans. Well, not for sure. I'd say I'm 40% sure. Oh god, now what? Say Corang. Actually, I'm just gonna start and stop here real quick.